Let's face it, money has always held sway in the hallowed halls of power. From the earliest days of political systems, financial influence has been a key player in shaping policies and decisions. But the crypto industry, with its dizzying rise and deep pockets, is rewriting the rules of the game. It's not just about the money anymore, it's about the technology and the vision for a new financial future. Forget about clinking coins, we're talking about digital fortunes being poured into the political system. These digital assets are creating new avenues for influence and power. This isn't just about campaign contributions. It's about shaping legislation, influencing regulations, and ultimately, deciding the future of this revolutionary technology. The stakes are higher than ever before. The crypto industry, once a fringe movement of tech enthusiasts and libertarian dreamers, has come of age. What started as a niche interest has now become a mainstream powerhouse. And like all industries that mature and amass wealth, it's discovered the power of lobbying. The corridors of power are now frequented by crypto advocates and lobbyists. But this isn't your grandfather's lobbying, with smoke-filled rooms and backroom deals. This is a sophisticated, tech-savvy approach to influence. This is a new era, where digital currencies are buying access and influence in the digital age. The methods are modern, but the goals remain the same: power and control. This raises a crucial question. Is this new wave of crypto lobbying a force for good or a threat to democracy? The debate is intense and opinions are divided. Are we witnessing the birth of a more transparent and accountable system, where innovative technologies can flourish? Or is this just another way for the powerful to entrench their positions? Or are we sleepwalking into a world where the wealthy elite, fueled by digital fortunes, dictate the rules to benefit themselves? The potential for both outcomes is real. The answer, as with most things in life, is nuanced and complex. There are no easy answers, and the implications are far-reaching. There are legitimate arguments to be made on both sides. The potential for innovation and progress is immense, but so are the risks. But one thing is clear: the crypto industry's foray into politics is a game-changer, and its impact will be felt for years to come. The future of finance and governance is being rewritten before our eyes. At the heart of the crypto industry's political power play lies a seemingly innocuous piece of legislation, the Genius Act. This bill, with its catchy acronym and promise of innovation, has become a lightning rod for controversy. It aims to create a regulatory framework for stablecoins, a type of cryptocurrency pegged to the US dollar, which has been growing in popularity and use. Proponents argue that it's a much-needed framework for regulating stablecoins, a type of cryptocurrency pegged to the US dollar. They claim it will foster innovation, protect consumers, and cement America's position as a global leader in the digital economy. By providing clear guidelines, they believe the Genius Act will encourage more businesses to enter the crypto space, driving economic growth and technological advancement. But critics see a different agenda at play. They argue that the Genius Act is a Trojan horse, designed to benefit the crypto industry at the expense of everyday Americans. They point to the bill's generous exemptions, lax oversight, and potential to create a two-tiered financial system where the wealthy elite play by different rules. The debate over the Genius Act has become a proxy war between the crypto industry and its detractors. On one side you have powerful industry players, flush with cash and eager to shape regulations in their favor. They argue that the bill will provide the necessary legal clarity to allow the industry to flourish, creating jobs and driving innovation. On the other, you have consumer advocacy groups, wary of the risks posed by this largely unregulated industry. They fear that the bill's provisions could lead to financial instability and increased inequality. They argue that without stringent regulations, the crypto market could become a playground for the rich, leaving ordinary consumers vulnerable to exploitation and financial loss. Caught in the middle are lawmakers, wrestling with the complex technicalities of cryptocurrency and the immense pressure from both sides. They must navigate the fine line between fostering innovation and protecting consumers, all while considering the long-term implications for the economy and society. The stakes are high, and the outcome of this legislative battle will have far-reaching consequences. The decision made today will shape the future of the digital economy, determining whether it becomes a force for good or a tool for exploitation. As the debate rages on, one thing is clear: the Genius Act is more than just a piece of legislation. It's a defining moment in the ongoing struggle to balance innovation with regulation. The future of the Genius Act remains uncertain, but its impact will be felt for years to come. Whether it will be remembered as a stroke of genius or a deal with the devil is yet to be seen. The 2024 election cycle witnessed a new force emerge in American politics: crypto super PACs. These entities, previously unheard of in mainstream political discourse, have now become a formidable presence. These political action committees, fueled by vast sums of digital wealth, flexed their financial muscle to support candidates deemed friendly to the crypto industry. Their influence was felt across the political spectrum, reshaping campaign strategies. Their strategy was simple but effective: identify politicians open to their message and ensure they had the resources to win. Shower them with campaign contributions, often in amounts that dwarfed traditional donations, and reap the rewards of favorable legislation and regulatory leniency. This symbiotic relationship between crypto super PACs and politicians created a new dynamic in the legislative process. These crypto super PACs, often with opaque names and funding sources, injected millions into key races across the country. Their financial clout was unmatched, making them a key player in the 2024 elections. They targeted both Democrats and Republicans, ensuring that their interests were represented regardless of which party held power. Carefully selecting candidates who had either expressed support for crypto-friendly policies or were willing to listen to their pitch, they created a network of allies in Congress. The impact of these super PACs was undeniable. Their presence was felt in every major race, altering the political landscape. Candidates with the backing of these digital deep pockets enjoyed a significant fundraising advantage over their opponents. This financial edge allowed them to outspend their rivals. This allowed them to dominate the airwaves with slick campaign ads, hire top-tier political consultants, and run more effective campaigns. They reached voters with their message of innovation and economic opportunity, promising a future where digital currencies played a central role in the economy. While it's difficult to draw a direct line between campaign contributions and specific policy outcomes, the influence of these super PACs was clear. The rise of crypto super PACs raises concerns about the undue influence of money in politics. Their ability to sway elections and policy decisions is a topic of heated debate. Critics argue that these PACs are distorting the democratic process by giving a small group of wealthy donors outsized influence over elected officials. This has sparked a broader conversation about the role of money in politics and the need for campaign finance reform. No discussion of crypto's political influence would be complete without mentioning former President Donald Trump. Throughout his presidency and beyond, Trump has been a vocal advocate for cryptocurrency, albeit with some notable inconsistencies. He famously declared himself not a fan of Bitcoin in 2019, only to later embrace the digital currency as a potential rival to the US dollar. Trump's pro-crypto stance, while welcomed by some in the industry, has also raised eyebrows and sparked accusations of potential conflicts of interest. His family's involvement in various crypto ventures, including the launch of a stablecoin called USD1, has fueled speculation that his policies are designed to benefit his personal financial interests. The Trump administration's regulatory approach to cryptocurrency was marked by a hands-off approach, often characterized as regulation by enforcement. While this light-touch regulatory framework was applauded by some as fostering innovation, it also drew criticism for creating uncertainty and potentially exposing investors to fraud and manipulation. Trump's legacy on cryptocurrency remains a subject of debate. His supporters point to his pro-innovation rhetoric and his administration's efforts to streamline regulations as evidence of his commitment to fostering the growth of the digital asset industry. However, his critics argue that his inconsistent statements and potential conflicts of interest raise serious ethical questions about his motives. So, let's dive into this intriguing question. Is cryptocurrency buying influence? Well, it seems like everywhere you look these days, crypto is making headlines. But what does that really mean for its influence in the world? Some argue that the decentralized nature of cryptocurrency gives power back to the people. They believe it can democratize finance and reduce the control of traditional banking systems. On the other hand, critics warn that the anonymity of crypto transactions can lead to misuse and corruption. They worry that it might be a tool for those looking to skirt regulations and engage in illicit activities. It's a complex issue with valid points on both sides. But one thing is clear, the conversation around crypto and its influence is far from over. So, what do you think? Is crypto buying influence, or is it simply a new tool in an evolving financial landscape? So, is crypto really a stable investment, or is it more like a house of cards? That's a question on many minds today. Some see it as a revolutionary financial asset, while others warn of its volatility and risks. It's essential to weigh both perspectives carefully before making any decisions. Now, let's talk about crypto's influence in Washington. Lobbyists are working tirelessly to shape policy in favor of cryptocurrencies. They're pushing for regulations that could make or break the future of digital currencies in the United States. The stakes are incredibly high. We're witnessing a regulatory tug-of-war. On one side, there are advocates for stricter controls to prevent fraud and protect investors. On the other, proponents argue that too much regulation could stifle innovation and limit growth. This ongoing battle will likely shape the future of the crypto industry. Finally, the power of awareness cannot be overstated. Educating oneself about the intricacies of cryptocurrency is crucial. The more informed you are, the better decisions you can make. Stay updated, stay cautious, and most importantly, stay aware.